3, 2, 1. Is that gonna be our opening? That should be our
Five,
opener, right?
3. It could be.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! See, you got jazz hands with it. No, ain't nobody told you to go jazz hands. This ain't
Hey
fame.
Herschel. Hey Herschel. Hey Herschel.
Hi, reggae. Oh, I said this ain't fame. You think people will get that reference? Well, our people will get that reference, right?
Fame.
I'm
I
gonna live
wanna live forever.
forever. Uh,
I wanna learn how to fly. Okay, but today what are we doing?
I don't know. Danielle, is Danielle? Where are you? Did you say something? Y'all know Danielle is our producer. So every now and
Danielle.
then we call on her for things. But Danielle, did you say something about a situationship? What
Like,
is that?
well,
Because
no,
I think I asked you what that was, right?
yeah, well, you said, what is that? And I already
I
told you,
did.
yeah, and I already told you what a situationship was.
Oh, well, what is it? Tell me again. You know I'm old.
A situationship is essentially you getting played.
Wait, first of all, do they even do the young people even say that
Yeah, that's
anymore? Like
exactly
I'm
what
in a
they say.
situationship.
Yeah,
Like, do they even say that? I don't think I've heard that in a while.
I
Is
have.
that still a
I have
thing?
a no, it is. I have a girlfriend and her daughter says I'm in a situation. You know what? That's a good point. Maybe her mama is saying she's in a situation.
Yeah, maybe we would say that, but did she say
Yeah.
that?
Well, what I don't know if they're calling it that themselves, but she definitely in one.
Oh, okay. So
She
her
is
mama could see that she's in a situationship, but she's not calling it a situationship. But what is a situationship?
well, in this case, okay, I can't give a formal definition for this nonsense, but in this case, she is dealing with a young man. She wants it to be a full on monogamous relationship, and he has not called it that. He hasn't said they're exclusive or not. He just hasn't
And
defined
then they're not.
that's why it's a situationship.
Yeah, then they're not. If he has not said that, if he has not claimed you, then you are not in a relationship as far as he's concerned. Now, you may think you're in one,
And
and
I
you know
think
it's so
that's
funny
the
because when I talk
distinction.
to what you
I,
say?
I think that's the distinction because the distinction is, it's just not like a booty call, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
because there's an agreement to a booty call sort of a situation. I think the reason that turns into situationship is that one person wants
Somebody
it to,
catching feelings. Somebody catching feelings. I
and
always
somebody
say it's
and
very
somebody gonna get hurt.
yeah. It's there are women who can do it. Like I'm not. This is not all women. I'm not saying that, but there are definitely some women who can hit it, quit it, and walk away. And that's all well and good. But for the most part, from what I
Yeah.
know, it's very difficult for women to do that because why? We're emotional. And when I say we're emotional, we tend to get our feelings involved a lot quicker than men do, right?
Right.
Men could that's why they can go multiple, they can hit you in the morning, hit somebody else in the afternoon. Yeah, I know it's nasty. They nasty. Ooh, they nasty. but and hit somebody else at night. But they could do that because there's no emotion there. It's an act. It's something that they do, right? Now, for the most part, that's how men are, right? Like they don't operate so much on
For the most part.
emotion for as far as sex is concerned. I'm not talking
Right.
about a
Right.
relationship. I'm not talking about feelings. I'm
We
not
talking
saying men
about
don't have
hitting
feelings.
it and quitting it. But here's the thing, I think women
And
can
quitting it.
start do it. I think they can start, they can begin that sort of scenario, but they cannot sustain that. I think for the
No,
most part. Yeah.
no. Yeah, it's not sustainable. Not for most women. It's not sustainable because then you start like, well, he in my bed and he's talking to me and he took me for breakfast and sometimes we go to the movies and sometimes like we do boyfriend girlfriend things, so we must be boyfriend girlfriend, right? No, no.
And here's the other thing. The
He
other
was
thing
hungry,
is
so he took you to dinner.
the
He
other
wanted to see that movie too, so he took you to the movies. He was
I
like, "You
want
want to come?"
I was going anyway, right? Like
Right? You want to come?
The other thing is, here's the thing. Here's what happens with women. Here's what happens with us. I'm having a problem and I want somebody to talk to about it. And
Mm,
because you're here and you on the other
mm-hmm,
side of the pillow,
mm-hmm,
I want your opinion. And then that's when it slowly begins to turn. Hey, I
mm-hmm,
need
mm-hmm,
help with. Hey, can you pick me up? Hey,
mm-hmm,
these types of things. And then it becomes, so what are we doing? Like, what is
mm.
this? Like, are we
I
making
don't know. Sometimes, like, if you end up in a situation where you're in a situationship,
yeah.
that means that you're not asking the questions, right? Because now you're just assuming, because this person is doing these things for you, that you're assuming what you think or would like it to be other than
Mhm.
what it is, right? And I think a lot of the times as women, we're afraid to ask the
That's
question
what I was
because
gonna say.
you right,
Afraid.
because you don't want the rejection, you don't want the no. What? No, no, you're
Yeah.
not my girl.
Yep.
I mean, we hanging out. We're just hanging out. Like, I don't even know what that
Wait a minute.
means. You tell
In
me
our
we hanging
day,
out.
it was called kicking it.
Kick it. Don't talk about our day. What you talking about our day?
Girl,
We
you know.
kick it. Well, that's true. Yeah, that's what we called it. We kicking it.
We just kicking it.
Yeah, we just kicking it, which means no, we're not in a relationship. No, 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 we're not doing. No, you're not gonna meet my mama. You know, even even if you do meet the
I was
mama,
about to
it's
say,
not because it's
it's
intentional.
not. It's not because people value meeting the parents and the other people in different ways. I
Mm-hmm.
already told you this. Like for me, when I was dating and when I was out doing whatever it is I was doing, you can meet my mama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Meet my mama means nothing. I mean,
Nothing.
wait, first of all, my mom is very important to me and I love her dearly, full stop. But it doesn't signify a point or a milestone in the relationship because you've met my parents. No, no, it just doesn't. So you're right. I think it was called something different when we were coming through. It was definitely called kicking it.
Yeah, no, no, no. You're right. It was definitely called kicking it. My dog she wants a part to be a part of it because she's like, I was kicking it with this, Rottweiler down the street. No, we don't want to hear your story, Riley.
Wait a minute, is Riley fixed?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Of course, because Mama was gonna deal with all kinds of puppies. No,
we
you're
can't
gonna be bringing that home.
we
You
can't
know,
have her out there.
I know.
Here's what it boils down to. If you are looking to be in a relationship, you have to lead with your wants and not your fears.
Mhm.
I think a lot of
Mhm.
women are leading with their fears and they are allowing themselves to be in situations that they don't prefer to be in.
Right. 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 Right.
Hmm.
Now, I mean, there are certain times that things are not deal breakers, but you got to figure out what those deal breakers are.
You
Like,
do.
if you don't want children, and that's and the person says, and the guy says, "Oh, I don't want children," then that's not a deal breaker for you, and you good, right? Regardless of what anybody else says. I know quite a couple of, not quite a few, but I know a couple of women that are like, I don't want kids. I've made that very clear. I don't want it. Stop asking me, So if they meet a guy and they were like, they don't want kids, she's like, great, because I don't want them
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
And that is not a deal breaker for them. But if you are someone who does, and you meet someone that tells you that they do not want, please trust and believe they don't want. And keep it moving and find someone that does. Don't try to make someone who you want kids that don't want kids. And that's with anything, right? That's with
Yeah. But
anything in
I
a
think,
relationship.
yeah, I guess I thought to myself, and I need to reframe how I'm thinking about it. I thought that mostly young people were in situationships, but now that I'm sort of thinking and listening to you,
Mm,
I don't think it's age
mm,
specific, right? It's not, right?
no, no,
Yeah,
no, because we all deal with things that I think we have to learn the difference between what is a compromise, what's a deal breaker, and what's something that you absolutely should not be dealing with, but you are dealing with, right?
yeah,
For the sake of the situationship, the non-relationship that you're in, because you're trying to hold on to something that you think could be,
because
right?
here's the thing, when it starts, it's like everything has an evolution. And when you start a dating, like maybe you start as friends or maybe you start dating or whatever it is, right? So that begins, it's got its beginning, right? And you are dating.
Mm-hmm.
And so you know it's not an exclusive, you know it's not a relationship, right? And then it sort of slides into whatever the next thing is, whatever the next phase is. And so it's a lot of nuances between each phase of the relationship before you determine, yes, this is a for sure a relationship and not just a situationship. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I can see how people slide into it, not know that they're in it, and then have to sort of make a decision about if they like it or not. If the guy is refusing,
But what about those who think that they're in too deep now, right? Like they've invested all
yeah,
this time and
yeah,
now they can't leave, I guess, because they've
they
made all
feel
this
invested.
investment and now
Yeah.
it's like, well, I'm just gonna make it what I can instead of just like, you know, just walking away. I
So
mean,
a
it's hard to
situation,
walk away, right? It's
I,
hard.
yeah, I mean, I guess it's what really is known as settling, right?
Did you just say what's really known as? I can't. Okay.
Because you know you want something different. You know you want something different. And at this point of the game, you know what it is. You know you don't like it. You know you want something more. The other person is either being vague about it, they're being elusive. They won't say, here's and they're not saying what their intentions are. So
Hmm.
you know you are settling because it's not what you want. You are it's essentially
But
just
I'm gonna interject and say, most people think that hope springs eternal, right? And so you hoping that it's gonna change, and you hoping that the person is going to do what you want them to do, and you're hoping that this potentially can be, something that you want it to be. And that's why so many women fall for the potential and not what is,
I'm
right?
hoping and wishing and
Mm,
praying. I'm hoping and wishing.
yes. Hoping and wishing and praying and hoping and wishing. Yeah, all of that.
No,
All of
it
that.
is. It is. And it never I've never heard of a story where that worked.
Yeah, it usually the outcome is never really what you want it to be. It always ends up with somebody being hurt, and it's usually you.
And it's
Because
usually
it's like, you
and
know,
all of that time you talked about that you invested, now you've lost it.
yeah,
Now you've
yeah,
lost it. And what you have now is a resentment. And
yes.
then colors your next step, your next phase, your next
Why? Because you done packed all you done packed your bag, right? And you taking or you put all that in the bag, and now you
no,
taking that bag to your next relationship without unpacking, right? So now you got all this baggage. Ooh, child, I am on a roll with this
wait a
metaphor.
minute. Wait a
Anyway,
minute.
what?
Did you say bag lady? You
What?
gonna miss your bus. Yeah,
What?
that all day. All day. Fooling around with this person.
I'm fooling around with you, having a song for everything that we doing.
There's a song for everything. All right, all right, all right, all right. No, but seriously,
Seriously.
I definitely thought it was age related. Now I'm thinking about it. It is not. I think the same
No,
thing
I
holds
think
true.
it's I think
It's just a
anybody could be in a situationship if it's not, you know, if it's not what you want. And it's like if you find yourself in a place where you are having relations. Ooh, how old am I? I said having relations. Hercules. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I digress.
oh, but you
But
yeah, go ahead.
what were you gonna say?
Cause I got a song for that, but you done shut me and my songs down.
What's the song?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead. What's the song?
I don't know, but I had one though.
Uh-huh. All right. So, you find yourself having relations, you're doing all the relationship things without the title, then you're in a situationship. And it's
You're in
just
a
like
situation.
why? Why are you there?
How do you
Cuz
get yourself out of it?
how do you get yourself out of a situationship? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the first thing to do is have a conversation with yourself, right? Self, am I in a situationship?
And yourself
Let
said,
me go through
you
it.
say to yourself, self, yes. Am I in a
you
situation?
you tap yourself on the shoulder and be like,
Yes.
self,
Yes, you are. You are in a
am
situation.
I in a situationship? Am I?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me run it down. Am I? Am I the one giving all of the benefits but not receiving anything back? Am I doing all the things and not getting anything back, or not to the level that you think that you should be getting it? Oh, that could be you.
Oh, that's
That
oh.
could be you. But how do you walk away? I mean,
How do you get out of it?
that's hard because if the recipient of all your good deeds doesn't want you to leave, right?
And
Then
they
they can
don't.
they and they don't, and they usually gaslight you and tell you all the things that you want to hear, and then
Uh,
next thing you know, 6 months later, you still in the same situation. That's when you have to be like, okay, it's never gonna be what I want it to be because they
yeah.
don't want it to be that,
They don't.
right?
It's working for them. It's working. It's
It's
a
working.
it's a
Oh my
perfect
gosh.
situation for them.
Talk about have your cake and eat it too. Like I'm getting all the benefits. I'm getting all the things. I don't have to claim you. I don't have to show up on your birthday if I don't want to. I don't have to do all the things. I could talk to your mama. It don't matter to me because it don't make no difference because I'm talking to three other mamas. So it don't even matter to me, right? I could say all the things that you kind of want to hear but don't really do. Don't come through. Don't do all the things. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, it's working for them for sure. I think my number one thing I would say is, as you said, have a hard conversation with yourself, and then have a hard conversation with them. And this is
Or don't have the conversation, but then kind of wean yourself out of it, right? Stop doing the things. Like, and if it's like one thing at a time, like just stop doing it, right? Stop doing it. Like if you're cooking dinner every night, you need to stop doing that. You know what I mean? If you are picking him up from work or lending him your car, stop doing that. All of a sudden your car is no longer available. I mean, I'm not saying people could quit cold turkey because it's hard. It's hard to walk away from something that you've actually become used to, right? You've become accustomed to the mediocre. And so now you're afraid to even lose the mediocre, because then you'll have nothing. And it's like, you can't be
yeah,
afraid of the nothing.
I
And
think
that's the problem. You
I
know what I
think you're
mean?
right with the hard conversations with yourself, because in all circumstances, you have to sort of understand what's important to you. And you have to know when to be accommodating, right? Because all relationships require some sort of
Give
compromise.
and take, of
Yeah,
course.
they all
But
do.
that's if
So,
you're in an actual relationship. Like you both sat down and said, this is what we are. We are a couple. We are moving forward
yep.
together. Yes.
Yeah. So, and you need to know the differences between accommodating or compromising and being taken advantage of, right? Like if it's going against something that makes you feel less than, makes you feel like something isn't available, makes you feel like you are always questioning what it is you guys are, you probably in a situationship.
And I think the biggest telltale sign is accountability, right?
Mm,
So if you don't come through, if you don't show up when you say you're going to show up, I can hold you accountable because I can say, hey, we are supposed to be in this relationship. You said I was your woman. You said that we're going to be doing this together. You
yeah.
have to, you have to show up when you say you're going to show up. So when you're in a situationship and I say, hey, you didn't show up for my birthday, you know what I mean? And you come back and tell me, oh, was it your birthday? That's a problem, right? Because there's
That's a
no
big
no
problem.
accountability.
That's a big problem, and it's a big red flag. And
Mm-hmm.
the longer you stay in that situation,
The
the
harder it
more
is to get out of it.
and the more harmful it is to your own your psychology, your sort of what you think about yourself, your self-worth, your value, and how you think about what you deserve, right? Like it just
Mm-hmm.
becomes
Mm-hmm.
harder and harder and harder. So yeah, I'm like, I told my girlfriend she has a daughter who's in a situationship with somebody who's out of town, and he's all, "Can you fly me in? Can you buy me this?
Oh,
Can
wait, what? What? Can you fly me in? What?
I want to come see you?" They live in two different places. "I want to come see you. Can you pay for my ticket?"
Uh, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. I just want to make sure I got this right. I want to come see you. Can you pay for the ticket so I, who want to see you, could come and see you?
And then we could get a hotel room together. Can you book the room?
I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I don't even think that's a situationship.
What,
That's
what is it?
I,
What is
I
that?
don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. What do you even call Danielle? Where's our producer? What do you call that? What do you call that? Playing
Right.
in my
Playing in
face.
my face.
Play it in my face. Oh, because that is not a situationship. I'm sorry. That's 2 steps below a situationship. Because
I'm sorry.
I don't even know what that. Ooh, playing in my face.
She said
Yes.
to her, she said, "Baby girl, have a seat."
mm,
Because
mm.
we need to start from a beginning. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
How did we get here? So, in order for us to figure out how we got here, start from the beginning. And how did we get here? That you paying for dude to come and see. He say he want to see you. Can you pay for it? He say he want to stay in a hotel. Can you pay for it? What's he contributing to this equation?
here's what we're not going to do.
Young ladies, listen,
We,
young ladies, please.
we will not be purchasing flights. We
No,
will
we will not.
not be booking hotels.
We will not.
We will
We will
not,
not.
we will not be doing any of these things, especially for,
No.
no, we will not. Now,
No.
now, it depends on if you are further along in the relationship and you know the intentions and you're feeling good and you feeling healthy about the situation. There are nuances to some things, but I want to come see you. Can you book my flight? Not one of them.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
no,
No.
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 Can you book the
No.
hotel and I pay you back? Mm-mm. I can't do that either.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna be
Mm-mm.
able to do that either.
No. No. No.
You-
No.
you know?
I'm still trying to figure out what you contributed to this equation. What is and please don't tell me it's the little thing that you think you're gonna give me while you in the hotel, because that's not enough. Ain't nothing ever that great for me to spend my American dollars on it.
No currency. I'm not spending a Bitcoin on that. I'm not
No.
doing that. I'm not
Now,
doing
okay, but I have a question for you though.
All right, here we go.
Suppose he said, all right, look, we can go half on it. I'll go half on it. Ooh, right? Suppose he said that. That's a question. What do you think?
No.
Danielle, is that a no for you? Mm-hmm. It's a no.
It's a no. And here's the thing. There's always room for a yes in these situations. Like,
Yes, of course, of
a
course.
yes exists somewhere. I'm not so rigid that I'm never gonna do the thing. But I'm like, off the top, paying for somebody to come and see you is ridiculous.
And
Like,
for you to even fix your mouth to
it's
ask me
ridiculous. I
is
think it's
crazy to
ridiculous.
me.
You can't come see me.
Mm-mm.
You're not ready to see
Mm-mm.
me. You got things to
No,
do.
no,
You're
you're not
busy.
ready for a relationship, and you need to say that.
Yeah,
You
you're
know what I
busy.
mean?
You need to be busy getting the means to
Amazon.
come see me.
Because what I'm not gonna do is pay for your sightseeing visit to New York. That's what I'm not gonna do. Right? And for you to see all your friends on my dime. Because that's what's gonna end up happening. Oh, I'm gonna meet so and so at the club, or I'm gonna meet so and so at this restaurant. You wanna come? Do, do I wanna come? I done financed this whole operation.
I like how you made up a whole story.
I did.
You made up a like. Do we know
Mm-hmm.
this? Do we know these
Mm-hmm.
people?
It's a whole narrative. Yep.
It's
Yep.
a whole situation. No,
Yep. It's a situationship. So I made up a situation
for the ship.
for the
No,
ship.
I right. No, I get it, but I'm just like, no. My answer is no, no,
No.
because
No.
you have other your priorities are in the wrong place. If you're
And
asking me to pay for you to come to see me, your priorities wrong. You
yeah.
you need to realign. You need to reassess what's important to you right now. And right now, getting yourself in a situation where you don't have to ask that question of me is where you need to focus your attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Because as per Danielle, you playing in my face
You
with
playing in my
that
face.
craziness.
You playing in my
I
face.
wish I would put my credit card down after you tell me that you that you want to come see me and you don't make no kind of effort. Oh no. No. Now, if you had said, "Hey, um," and I'm not saying that I would do it, but if you had said, "Hey, I'm coming to see you," and we had dinner, and I was like, "Baby, I'll take care of that," then that's something different. That's something
No.
different.
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna
Oh,
go a
you
step
wouldn't even do
further.
that.
No, no, not if you coming to see me.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
You coming to see
Mhm.
me.
How
I'll
about
do it.
breakfast? You paying for breakfast?
I'm not paying for anything. I'm not paying for anything because you coming to see me. It's
Uh
different
huh.
if we live in the same place and we're going out.
Yeah.
To me,
Mhm.
that might be different. But you talking about getting on a plane to come see me.
Mhm.
I'm not paying for anything. No, no, no. I'm not. I'm just not gonna do it.
I
Come
don't know.
on.
I think there's some wiggle room in there.
Okay, but it,
I
yes,
think there's some
okay.
wiggle room in there. I
All
think
right.
there is. I think there
Hold
is.
for
I
the
think
people.
I'm not
Hold for
saying I'm paying for the meals for the whole weekend. No, no, no. That's not what I said. But if we're out to breakfast and I feel generous and I'm like, hey, baby, I'll take care of it. I could do that. I'm not saying I'm financing this whole trip. No. But if we're at breakfast and I'm like, okay, I could do breakfast. Okay,
I
babe.
like how I like how you pick breakfast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Important meal of the day. What are you talking about?
You know what I can pay for?
Nothing.
I pay for the popcorn at the movies.
Oh, look at you. You paying for the snacks.
I go get some almonds from the 7-Eleven.
Not the. Okay. Okay.
Wait a minute. Danielle is like, yeah, yeah. You coming to see me? You need to have budget for that.
Well, I
Now,
mean, one would hope. One would hope that
yeah,
you would budget for
you need
that.
to have budget
Then
for
you
that.
shouldn't. Then you shouldn't suggest it if you can't
That's
afford
right.
it.
And that's what it boils down to. Do I mind
Mm-hmm.
paying for breakfast? No. Do I mind paying for stuff along the way? I don't mind paying for stuff along the way. But you talking about you coming to see me?
Yes, and I'm
Oh,
agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. Like that is your thing to do.
yeah.
And if I feel like I want to, hit you off with some breakfast, sure, I could do that. But what I'm not going to do is finance your trip. And you say you coming to see me? No. Mm-mm. 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 And then
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to figure out what young ladies, what his contribution is to this whole I'm coming to see you trip that I'm paying for.
You know what I'm trying to figure out?
How we got here.
How you fix your mouth to say, can you pay for something?
And clearly, and I think that that's something that he's probably done before. You know what I mean? Somebody else has probably done that because usually men don't do things that don't work, right? So if
Absolutely.
they tried it, it worked. They're gonna try it again.
Absolutely.
That's just the simplicity of it. You know what I'm
100%.
saying? If they tried it, it worked. They're gonna do it again,
Okay,
and
I
they'll
wouldn't.
keep doing it until it
Right,
stops working.
right. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
And if
And
it
that's
don't work on you, it's fine.
it's
They'll
gonna
move
work
on.
on
They'll find
somebody
somebody
else.
it'll work on.
100%. 100%.
Hmm.
100%. So here's
Hmm.
what I would say: get yourself out of situationships. They are not good for you. They are not good for your
Mm-mm.
mental
They're not
well-being.
good for your psyche, your
They're not.
self-esteem,
They're not.
nothing. Your
They're not.
your finances,
They're not.
obviously.
And the one little relief, the one little joy, the one little nugget of
It's not enough.
it's
It's
not worth
it's
it.
not
It's
enough.
not worth it.
It's not enough. And don't have anybody else convince you that
And I
that's
will
enough.
say this, if you feel like it's a good idea, you probably want to go get some therapy and figure out your own self-worth. Like if you can't have
Mm-hmm.
tough conversations with yourself, have somebody help you have those conversations with you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Talk to your auntie, talk to your mama, talk to somebody that's gonna be like, excuse me?
You
He
can
said
call
what?
us. You can call us.
Oh,
We'll take the call.
yes. Call us. Drop it in the comments. Let us know what you want us to tell you. Yes. You want us to help you get out of a situationship? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. We will help you walk away.
Now
We
you
will
might walk.
help you
You
walk
might walk.
away.
You might walk away with a new problem, but we gonna get rid of that one.
Right, we
Yeah.
gonna get rid of that little, because what is potential? Ain't got nothing now. That is what potential is. Ain't got nothing now. And so if you don't have anything now, there's no point in that.
Right.
There's no point in that. You
That's it.
know, drop it in the comments if you disagree. Drop it in the comments if you agree. And drop it in the comments if you have a situation that you want us to help you walk away from. Get out,
Walk,
girl.
walk away. Walk
Get
away.
out. Get out,
Walk
girl.
away.
Go. 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 Shoot. Shoot. Go.
All right, girl. All
All
right.
right.
So
All
next
right.
time we'll drop some more nuggets, drop a little bit more tidbits. Maybe Herschel will understand where we are in the timeline with her having relations.
They don't say that anymore. No. Okay.
Okay, all right. And
Danielle, you know what having relations is?
of course she knows what it is.
Oh. Well, wait. Do you? You know our producer is a millennial, so we always got to touch base. 'Cause I'm
or,
like,
or
I
like
don't know.
or like is she a millennial or is she Gen Z?
She's Gen Z. She trying to keep acting like she a millennial. Millennials are 40. You're not 40.
All right. In the meantime, y'all, we just gonna keep talking shit.
Or not.
Bye, y'all.